right, let's get right into it. We have a Bosu ball workout today. I love my Bosu ball. I was lucky enough to get gifted one by my dear friend Liz at Very Move. She was cleaning out the basement and was in one of those get rid of it moods, and I want a Bosu. So Bosu is B-O-S-U, and it's for both sides up. So we will be using both sides up today, but we'll start with the dome side up. We have 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Of course, feel free to take it up a notch or bring it down if you need at any point during the workout. Our first exercise is just a step up, step down, and we'll change it into a run, but we are warming up here. So we'll start mellow, increase the pace a little bit. Start to feel your heart rate rise. It's fun to use the arms to help you with this one. And then for the last 20 seconds, the second 20 seconds, you might start to run it. I'm having a little trouble with my timer today, so you might see me run over to the computer and have to kind of click it back on. All right, 20 seconds rest. On this 20 seconds rest, you just take some big hip circles and reverse around the other way. My feet are parallel. Just get a lot of movement going through my hip joints. That was a right leg lead for me, maybe a left leg lead for you if you're mirroring. So now we're switching sides, stepping up and down with the opposite leg leading the whole time. You could have fun with the arms. In fact, it'd be nice for, that makes the coordination fun. And also good in preparation for when we are gonna weight bear on our hands. As we start to run it, go back to the traditional kind of jog arms, letting them help me boost up onto the dome and gently land off. You'll notice that I'm barefoot. I'm a modern dancer. I love being barefoot. You might want shoes for this. There is some impact. 20 seconds rest. Keep your head above your heart. Take some side bends. We're gonna do a little lateral movement next, side to side. So start over on one side of your Bosu, and you've got over the top, tap, over the top, over the top. Bosus are awesome for proprioception. Sometimes I do feel like I need to look down and check where I'm at with it, but otherwise, see if you can keep your gaze up. See if you can just sense where your body's at in space so that you land on the Bosu and up and over. This is definitely a classic step aerobics move too, right? You go over the top of the bench. Lots of options with the arms. 2 more. The last one. Open and close your arms. Keep your feet moving. We got a good one coming up next. The heart rate will definitely come up. We'll feel our legs work, as if we haven't already. So you do a little hop up and down tap. Hop up, down tap. I'm going parallel, a little turn out. Parallel, a little turn out. As I land, my hips are back. As I land, my hips are back. Since I went that one direction, I'm gonna switch it around. You can just stay in one direction the whole time. Up and land squat. A mellower version would be up, up, down, down, squat, tap. Notice I give you that only for the last 20 seconds. I like letting the arms kind of reverberate with this one. Last one. I love the Bosu because you can really get a lot of heart rate work with a little bit lighter impact. There goes my timer. A little bit lighter impact than if you're jumping always from the floor. All right, here we go. Burpees, up and over. Down, hop back, hop front, up and over. Back In. Feel free to go faster than me. I like to focus on form, and I'm getting plenty of heart rate work at this pace. Last one. Up and over. Just tap it side to side. Keep the heart rate, keep it above normal. Hopefully this 20-second rest is long enough for it to come down a little, but not totally to resting. We're gonna start our next move right now. Right foot taps up, knee, step back, lunge. Step, knee, step, lunge. Step, baby hop, step, lunge. A lot of balance and coordination on this one. As I lunge back, I'll give you the side view again. Woo, right into the couch. So almost like a little runner squat here, like I'm ready to charge. Hips back, weight in my front heel. I have a version of this without the Bosu on my 5-minute workout. We're gonna do all 40 seconds with one foot leading, and then our next exercise will be the other side. Arms are wherever you want, as long as you don't hit the fan. You probably can't see it, but there's a fan above me, so I can't get too wild with my jumps. Just opening up the front of the thighs here for our rest. Side to side with a little butt kick. I led with my right leg, I'm leading with my left leg. Hop, lunge. You can step. I find the step version a little bit harder actually, because then you have to try to balance on top of there. We will do a similar move to that with the balance. With the Bosu, other side up. Oh, there goes my balance, speaking of which. And you see, I don't have a lot of space here today. This workout can definitely be adapted to be kind of in any space that you have available. That was our 40 seconds. Just lift the knees in front, standing really tall, resisting tucking the hips under as you lift. Just keeping moving through the break. For our next exercise, flip it on over. You're gonna step up top. I step right in the center, like where the plug is. Step up top. This is what I was saying, we have this balance exercise. Knee pulls forward like we're just doing standing. And then basically a deadlift. You're standing, knee can bend a little bit, but you're not thinking squat as you tip forward. Strong through the back of the leg as you come up. This one is awesome for the ankles. Really challenging. We're gonna do a minute, 40 seconds goes by pretty quick on this. We're gonna do a minute each side for this exercise, because it takes several seconds to kind of get into it. Hands wherever you want. We'll actually do about 55 seconds, so we have some transition time. This is the last one. Step down to switch sides because you really need to replace your foot right where the first one was. So here we go, about 55 seconds. Going through essentially your deadlift, trying to keep your hips level. Or if you're a yogi, through your warrior. Unfortunately, I think my head's probably getting cut off in the video, but it's just another example of it's fine, and even in limited space, you can make this workout happen. Pulling it up, you have 2 more. Aiming to keep your hips level. So awesome for your hip stabilizers here. My Bosu's wobbling all around. That's okay. And bringing it up. Perfect timing. Gotta get to check my timer again on our break. Gotta flip it back on. All right. So, about 15 seconds rest. We are gonna get back into the arms on this one It's going to be a Bosu with a little bit, almost like a kettlebell swing of the Bosu. So you're going to squat down, knees wide, hop it back like a burpee, bring it up, and then swing it up and over. You could also choose to lift through the center. We're doing it, we're in it. Hop back, front, up, down, back, in, up, down. Feel free to skip the lift. Bosus vary, so see I did the other option there. Bosus vary in weight. This is a lighter one. Some of them are pretty damn heavy. Might not be appropriate for this lift, or definitely feel free to choose the through the center. The shorter the lever, break time, the shorter the lever, so if you keep it in close to your body with short arm levers, it's gonna feel lighter than if you're reaching it all the way out there in that swing option. We're back up top for our next exercise. Find your knee lift in front. You're gonna step it back to a lunge. So foot on top is always gonna be your foot on top for these 40 seconds. Lunge, push through your standing heel. Arms are wherever is helpful to make this possible for you. Down, push into the heel, bring it up. That's our rest. We have our second set. Finding the top, hips level, bringing it back into the lunge. Lunge, push through the standing leg. Try to choose something to do with the arms. It really will help, whether it's hands on the hips or reaching forward or out to the sides. Choose something and have strong arms here. It will help the stability of your upper body. It'll help your obliques and your transverse abdominals kick in and really do the work. 2 more. Last one. Flip it over. Here we go again. And in 15 seconds, we've got the run-ups. We've got everything all the way through. One more time. Here we go. One leg leads the whole time. Step or run it up. This one's gonna go fast. We're gonna do half the time. So we have 20 seconds work, we have 10 seconds rest. More traditional Tabata. 10 seconds, especially on the burpees, the ones that take a little while, it's going to be really fast. We'll deviate, here we go, other leg leads. We'll deviate from it a little bit when we get to the deadlifts, because it's nice to be able to go really slow with those. Focus on the balance. But for most of these higher cardio ones, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. That's our 20. Setting up for over the top. Come to one side. We won't do much kind of stretching work because it goes fast. We only have 10 seconds. Over the top. Keep it going. Two more. It's a rest before our hop up squats. So now that we're going fast, or now that we have very little time, go fast. Now that the set goes fast, go fast. Soft landing, working through the feet the whole time. Butt back for 3, 2, 1. Burpees are next. Thankfully, 20 seconds is gonna go fast. Here we go. Down, back, in, over. I'm thinking we'll probably get about 4 in. That's 2. Yeah, we'll probably get 6 in. So go for 2 more. Last one. Okay, those are done for the day. We got the step up or skip up, lunge back. Here we go. One leg leads the whole time. I like both hands, both fingertips reaching towards the floor because it helps me go deep with both sides of the pelvis and resist twisting. That was the last one on that side. Keep your head above your heart. Don't stop, just kind of slow down. Here we go, second side. Other leg leads. It's step front, step back, or step hop, lunge. 3, 2, last one. Okay, we're ready to flip. We're gonna mellow it out a little bit here. Step up on top. We've got about 50 seconds with the deadlift. Keep it mellow. Take the time. We're gonna double up this side. We're gonna go right from these on this side into the lunge back, knee up. So we have about a minute of this, and then we have 30 seconds with the lunge instead of that extending the leg back. We take that leg into a lunge. You'll remember when we get there. One more like this. Taking your time, trying to steady the Bosu. This time as you bring this leg, floating leg back, you bring it into a lunge. You push up, strong. You bring it into a lunge, push up, strong. Arms are wherever's helpful, aiming to keep the pelvis level from right to left the whole time, especially as you lift that knee in front. We have time for one more repetition here. Step down and switch sides. Right in the center, replace your foot. Deadlifts, warrior 3, tips, however you want to think of it. Moves like this always make me think of those little toothpick birds that used to be pre-pandemic time at the checkout for restaurants. You know, the bird just tips down and grabs the toothpick. It's really tempting to let this floating hip lift. You are attempting, it's tempting to lift it, you're attempting not to. You're attempting to keep it level. And I say attempting because it is really challenging. And even best laid plans, sometimes our body says, nope, sorry, not possible. But the idea is that this hip is wrapping in and really stable and strong, and this hip is in line rather than hiking up. We're gonna go back to the lunge. We're gonna go into the lunge. It's a little bit of a different transition. I got carried away in the toothpick bird. Arms are wherever you want. Let's do 4 more. Nice and slow. 2. It's about 96 degrees this July 3rd in Charlottesville, Virginia. So I am definitely feeling the summertime here. It's nice and sweaty. Okay, we've got burpees, pick it up, swing it up, you choose. Let's just take another 10 seconds. We'll wait for the timer to round there. And this is our last exercise. Let's do 30 seconds just to finish it off real strong. We'll do 30 seconds and here we go. Down, back, in, up, down, back, in, up. As you go up, keep the Bosu. However you get it there, keep it slightly in front of you. You want to keep your ribs inside the frame of your body. If you swing it back behind you, I'll go slow motion in bad form. You're likely to pop your ribs and go into your back here. So the Bosu stays in front of you. However you get it there. We've got time for one more. Finish it out. Finish it out there. Quick stretch. The Bosu does feel less quad intensive to me than a lot of traditional, like doing burpees with the jump up from the floor, doing a lot of from the floor traditional HIIT exercises, jump lunges, jump squats, things like that. The Bosu with the spring gets me on my quads a little bit, doesn't make them work so damn hard, but any of that jumping work is still working your quads. So go ahead and give them a good stretch. As you stretch them, making sure that you're long in your low back so that you're not compressed or compromised there in your low back as you're looking to stretch the front of the hip and the front of the thigh, front of the knee, top of the knee. Let's do those hip circles one more time. So just big, big, huge circles of the hips. Like you're trying to touch, like you're inside of a bowl and you're trying to touch all the sides of the bowl. Reverse, just allowing the hips to move through all different ranges there. And then make sure you're set up like I am with the Bosu. You're gonna hinge over, take one hand to the Bosu, bend the opposite knee, so you can move your right knee if you're following along, mirroring me, and then open up. Switch sides. All your toes are pointed straight forward, twisting through the spine. It's okay if the hips twist a little here too. Come to center, bend your knees around your spine like cat and roll it up. Finishing off just stretching the calves because we did bounce around a little, so it called on the ankles and the calves. Dropping your heel. If you don't feel it through your calf and your ankle there, then stick your butt back. You could also take down dog here if you wanted to. Just drop down and take down dog. It's going to give you the same, notice my leg is basically in down dog. Give you that same stretch. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Pull your knuckles down towards the floor so you open your chest. Squeeze your butts and your hips forward and just gently draw your chest up towards the ceiling. Bring it up. Thank you very much. Hope you had a sweaty good time.